D, wait for it, light bulb.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to my week in review, and happy Super Bowl Sunday. I didn't know if I was going to do an episode this Sunday, but I kind of just have a motto, like, always post on Sundays. So, yeah, it's right, the Super Bowl is this Sunday. It's kind of almost a holiday in America. We just get together and watch two football teams, American football, not European football, or as we like to call it, soccer. But they get together and they play a game, and the winner is the best of all for a year or whatnot. So, but as I said, I come to you every Sunday with 3 entertainment stories that I personally find interesting, and I hope you do too. And again, I will leave the articles for those down in the description, and therefore you can read them and make an opinion of your own. So let's dive right in. I'm going to try to make this a short one so you guys can get back to the football game or your party or whatever it is you're doing. Okay, so diving right in. So here we go. So DC's The Batman has officially begun principal photography. As announced by director Matt Reeves himself, now that cameras are rolling on this Batman movie reboot. And usually gears are turning in the blockbuster movie machine. Fans are inevitably beginning to get more insight into what the Batman is all about. Now, thanks to reports about the Batman's production schedule, we're getting new details about a couple of actors previously listed for mystery roles in the film. Now, cast list that reveals Peter Sarsgaard's role in the film is Gotham City District Attorney Gil Colson. And then as for newcomer actress Jamie Lawson, we now know that she's landed a role in the Batman playing Bella Real. I think that's how you say it. And now, further breakdown of this character, it says that she is mayoral candidate Bella Real. Now, I don't know what that means, if there's going to be an election in this one. I'm very curious to see if it has any political commentary about what's going on today and all that such. Now, doing a quick Google search, and neither one of these two have a comic book counterpart, so these would be original characters just for the movie. And I don't know how you feel about that. I'm okay with it, but a small piece of me is all like, you couldn't find one comic book character for either one of these people to be. There was no other mayoral candidate in the comic book besides making up your own, which is fine. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all, and everything. I'm excited to see this movie. So that's the first story of the day. So for my second story, Oscar-winning filmmaker Robert Zemeckis has officially signed on to direct Disney's live-action remake of Pinocchio. Now, the Back to the Future and Forrest Gump director will also co-write the latest adaptation of Carlo Collodi's story about the puppet who becomes a real boy. Now, Sam Mendes and Paul King were both previously attached to this project. King stepped down at the beginning of last year, and the live-action movie is not the only Pinocchio project in the works. Guillermo del Toro has teamed up with Netflix to make his animated feature film directorial debut with a revamped version of this story. And I just have to say, there was a live-action Pinocchio movie. I saw it. It wasn't that great. But I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, just because some live-action movies, Disney live-action movies do well, doesn't mean that we need all these movies to be live-action. And Pinocchio is not exactly one of my favorites. I mean, I'm fine with it, and I will watch it, and there are things I like about it. But it just also goes to ask you, will they do some stuff? Because I'm sorry. The part where all the little boys get turned into donkeys and then nothing is ever done about it ever again is kind of shady business. So I'm curious to see if they'll do anything to remedy that situation, or if they're just going to gloss over it and pretend it didn't happen, like they did with the crows in Dumbo. So that's my second story for the day. So for my third story, it's been a few months since the last update on the new reboot of Little Shop of Horrors from Warner Brothers. And now 2 exciting updates about the film have potentially been revealed. But keep your expectations handy as neither may pan out. So first up, Full Circle Cinema reports that Kingsman and Rocketman star Taron Egerton is in talks to appear in the film, potentially as its lead character Seymour Crailborn, previously played by Rick Moranis in the 1986 feature adaptation of the musical. Egerton's talents as a singer were fully utilized in last year's Elton John biopic, nabbing him a Golden Globe for Best Performance as an actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. Now, he's also used his vocal stylings in the animated hit Sing. My kids love that movie. And will reprise his role in the upcoming sequel. Oh, my kids are going to freak out over that. And Black Widow and Jojo Rabbit star Scarlett Johansson has been offered the part of Audrey for the film, Seymour's love interest and the namesake for the musical's carnivorous plant. Now, Johansson having the offer for the part does not mean that she'll accept it or that she's officially on board, but it presents an interesting development for the film and reveals the kind of talent that they're targeting for this new version. But I have to say, after Cats totally bombed at the box office, I mean, it was a complete abortion. I have to wonder if maybe they should put a pause on making these musicals into movies, just for like maybe a year or two, and just kind of take a step back and realize what works and what doesn't. But at the same time, I love that 1986 movie. It's so good. I watched that movie. I could watch it right now. It's so good. I love it. My favorite song is the Villain Guy song where he's like, you'll be a dentist. I love that song. Anyways, so that's my third story of the day. So tell me, how do you guys feel about these three stories? How do you feel about these two cast members, Peter Sarsgaard and Jamie Colmanson? I don't remember her last name. Anyways, how do you feel about their characters being revealed and them not being comic book characters? How do you feel about Robert Zemeckis directing the new live-action Pinocchio, and are you interested in that? And then how do you feel about Scarlett Johansson and Taron Egerton playing the leads in the remake of Little Shop of Horrors? Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. I hope that you guys have a wonderful Sunday, and I hope that your Super Bowl, I hope your team wins, whoever you're rooting for. And I will see you guys next week, Sunday, on my Week in Review. You guys have a good week. Bye. Hey nerds, if you like this video, go ahead and click that pink what icon and subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and join me every Sunday with my Week in Review.